Hey there, folks. I'm MysteriousJG, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. I just got one of the weirdest spam comments I've ever gotten on a video. I've been getting a lot of comments recently that have been flagged by YouTube as spam, and I don't understand because they're often taking the points of the form of little short comments that say, "Great video, keep it up," like the same user putting positive comments on several videos at once, but nothing in the comments is specific to the video, which indicates that it's something a bot is doing. But there's no link to anything for you to go spend money on or even subscribe to their stupid ass channel. So other than maybe hoping you'll click on their username to find out who they are and subscribe to it, like, I don't understand the point. And I'm getting a lot of those. But I just got a comment that says, "Hey, this guy is stealing your video. Go to," and then like a link, and I can't even open the comment because it got filtered into spam. And I'm like, what the fuck are people doing? How many Let's Players are out there really like chomping at the bit to spend lots of money on your? I don't know. At least when people sell you boner pills from like Eastern Europe, they're trying to get your freaking credit card so they can steal your money. I can understand a plot motive in their nonsense. Anyway, so this is Mass Effect Andromeda. And last time we got our exciting new squad member, Jaal. Hey, Jaal. How Jaal doing? He's a resistance fighter, level 12. So he starts out with energy drain and sticky grenade, and we can give him rebel soldier and resilience. And we will be able to give him Avenger Strike. Jaal cloaks before swiftly repositioning for a deadly strike from behind. This power is considered a melee attack. Rebel Soldier gives him increased damage, power damage, rate of fire, and recharge speed. That sounds pretty good. Shields and health. Bonus melee shield damage. And health regeneration. So his passives are pretty good. I'm going to boost them first. Now we've given him 13 points. We need a total of 18 to do whatever this is. Energy drain saps the electromagnetic fields around a target to restore his lost shields. Stick grenade throws a grenade that sticks to any surface or enemy and hits and explodes after a brief delay. I guess if he has an infinite number of these things and they don't use energy shells or whatever, that's good. But Avenger Strike actually sounds like the one that I'd be most interested in leveling. So if I need to put 4 more points in, maybe I should actually do one of his passives. So Suppressive Fire, enemy damage reduction minus 20%. Enemy Jaal shoots do less damage for a time. For 5 seconds they do less damage. That sounds kind of lame. And shredding rounds. Enemies Jaal shoots take extra damage over time. Okay, what about resilience? We got fast defense. Increases shield regeneration rate and reduces the time before they start regenerating. Jaal also now cloaks when he evades. Or strong defense. Increase maximum shields. Also, Jaal now cloaks when he evades. So you can do increased shield regeneration or increased max shield. Let's go with the thing where he does damage over time, shredder rounds. And that'll get us to where we can start using Avenger Strike. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. We'll be left with unspendable point. Well, not unspendable, but points that would have to be spent on one of these two things, which I don't care about that much. Everyone else has got all their points spent, though, it looks like. Oh, no, they don't. But for some reason, he's the only one that's showing. Oh, and there's bios that we can view. Jaal, Resistance Fighter level 12. Jaal's time in the Angaran Resistance has taught him the importance of adaptability on the battlefield. Armed with a modified Ket sniper rifle, he can take down enemies from a distance or use stealth tactics, grenades, if the fight gets up close and personal. Cora, combining Systems Alliance officer training with years of experience as an Asari commando, even though she's not an Asari. Come on, game. Cora's formidable presence on the battlefield. Powerful biotics send her charging forward to rip through enemy lines, while Cora's tactical knowledge keeps the team organized and their shields replenished. Vetra has a life lived outside the establishment, turned Vetra into a street-smart survivor who's never been on the street before. Unorthodox skills picked up from her time as a smuggler make her a dangerous opponent, but it's her piecemeal kit, collected over the years of trading with the criminal underworld, that lets her dish out real damage when protecting herself and her allies. Drac, he's old. He's old. He's old. A lot of soldiers know combat. Drac's married to it. Please. The ancient Krogan hits hardest with cannon blasts, literal fire, and if pressed, a blood rage that renders him nearly invincible. In Drac's downtime, he studies cat strategies for fun. Catch him on the Tempest, and he just might share some hard-won advice. PB, a potent biotic and a dead-eye pistol shot. PB's daring on the field of combat is bolstered by an irreverent attitude and almost reckless abandon. Elusive and hard to target, she's basically Robert Denby. She has an uncanny ability to make enemies more vulnerable, and her biotic blasts can devastate multiple foes at once. And Liam. Brother Evade, last hope of the Ronso tribe. Liam takes solid training in overclocked gear. Oh no, don't start talking about overclocking and processors. That was what was my issue with my desktop. And throws it against the wall in the do-whatever-work spirit of his time in crisis response. He gets in and gets attention. With big attacks and bigger effects that keep the heat off his team and his targets on their heels. And, of course, the bio for Ryder. Ryder's dink. Oh, narrative stats. This is where we look at this nonsense. Enemies defeated by squad, 274. Outlaws defeated, remnant defeated, wildlife eliminated. So 156 enemies defeated by the player and 274 defeated by the squad. So we are barely killing more enemies than our squad mates are. 25 pistol kills, 80 sniper kills. Which is funny because that doesn't add... Oh, 18 melee kills. So 80 plus 25 is 105 plus 18 is 123. So somewhere between 156 and 123, that would be 33. 33 enemies that we killed, I guess, with... Oh, tech powers. There you go. I was going to say overload and our... I guess enemies killed by our turret count as killed by us. Killed by your constructs, 42. Well, maybe not. Maybe that does, maybe it doesn't. 33 might be the number that we killed with overload, which I'm surprised it's that high. Squad mates revived 2. Objects and creatures scanned. Narrative stats. Loyalty mission completed 0. Impulsive actions, casual. We've taken a lot more emotional choices than casual choices, but we're mostly about logic and professional choices. And whatever. Health regen plus 10. Shield regen plus 50. Life support regen minus 13. Ooh. I don't know what that means. What's the difference between health regen and life support regen? I guess it's... One is your hit points and one is your resistance to radiation and whatnot. Either way. Oh, did we never get around to spending our... Yeah, we got points to spend too. Because I guess that's right. A couple videos ago, I was agonizing about what to do with our sniper rifles. Weight or spare ammo. I still haven't really decided. We're not having a big problem with weight. Although that's a pretty big reduction. Spare ammo, again, spare ammo is different from clip size. Clip size, there are reasons we might want to keep the clip size low, because there are mods we can attach to our weapon where running through a clip will give us a bonus. But I can't think of any reason not to have spare ammo. So they're both good. I guess I'll take a look at the loadout screen and see just how big of a difference it's making to us. But I'm sure we'll have plot stuff to do before we can get around to that.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Our ships are far less phallic.
It gets better?
No, it's just different.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
You're allowed to come on my ship. We're not gonna be dicks like you guys are with not letting me in your city. Jerks. I guess we gotta get used to this cinematic too. We'll be seeing a lot of it.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Well, yeah, but that was kind of on the cat.
Only slightly.
A lot better,
what
actually.
happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Thanks, Drac. What does he eat?
Did the translators not work?
They work.
But if you can't say something nice, can't we just play nice or focus, please? Can't we just play nice? Dude seems to have a sense of humor, so maybe we want to play on that.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to just listen up?
We snack on danger, dine on
Interesting
death.
strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead
that
here,
begging?
and now we don't even have that.
We still have that lead.
Jaal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jaal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. And with Liam. Jaal, tell us what we're doing next. We now serve you.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
Horror from
They
Party
declared
Beach.
war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Well, our people are getting kidnapped. I thought that had been
I'll
established.
fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly,
not what he
I'm
was
with
saying.
Phoebe. Our own mission has to take
Why is that
priority.
surprising? Do they have some kind of cat
We have a
fight
plan.
rivalry that I'm aware
Kind
of?
Pretty solid. Jaal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
No, you'll accompany me.
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jaal's told me about these two worlds. Havarl and Vold.
Havarti and Cheddar.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions.
See, look how big it
A
is.
shining center of technology and life.
And now?
No, it sucks.
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
It's basically turned into
What about
Bionic
the
Commander
other?
2000. It sucks.
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous.
Uh-huh.
We suspect Remnant.
What?
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact.
That makes no sense. What?
They'll
They
sign
suspect Remnant?
Still don't get how any of this helps
This is their
us.
home planet. They don't know what's going on there?
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jaal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
That's right, motherfucker. All thank and thanks. Yes, it is, motherfucker.
Don't know yet. Just be ready to go at a moment's notice. Got it?
You bet.
Jaal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
To what? Let's go back to EOS and do some missions there. There's no one to talk to in the VidCon. All of my party members instantly disappear. And I'm thinking there's probably new conversations with everybody. So, let's see. Well, Liam's... And why weren't you at the briefing?
My first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional.
What? They get
can't
so
wait for my first session
emotional,
with Jaal.
babe.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Every time I think of you. There's nothing new to say to him, right?
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty.
EOS is nice.
There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
You know, I gotta say, movie night is actually really good in those situations. From my limited experience, just being in Afghanistan for, a year and change, in an environment with a bunch of people who were just like living in container units and wanting to go home, movie night really is good.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Let's watch Mass
Best part
Effect.
is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones.
Yeah, you do.
It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
Sometimes movie night fails, and it's kind of depressing. Like, I remember the Colonel put out a list of movies and let us vote, and one of the movies was the original RoboCop, and I voted for it, and it won. And then I found out that I was the only one who had voted that week because the Colonel just came and handed me RoboCop and told me nobody else voted. Or he told me it won, and he gave it to me, and later when I went into the movie room and set up the movie and nobody else showed up, I kind of realized that nobody else had voted. Being said, the original RoboCop is a fucking awesome movie if you've never seen it. It really is like an underappreciated classic. And when I say underappreciated, I mean like film buffs know that RoboCop, the original RoboCop, is a really entertaining classic movie. I mean, like people like RoboCop, what? That's like 80s schlock. Yeah, it's you will be surprised by RoboCop if you actually go back and watch it. It's like the template of what 80s schlock should be. Other than arguably the original Terminator, which was incredibly influential, like none of those other like cheesy sci-fi action movies from the 80s. And I don't consider Alien or Aliens to be in the same genre as RoboCop and Terminator. But yeah, RoboCop is cut above. I'm not even kidding. I'd buy that for $1. Also, I fell asleep in front of Snow White and the Huntsman.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Was that even what it was called? There was something like Snow White and the Huntsman came out, big budget. Fell asleep. I guess Liam had new dialogue, and maybe nobody else does, and that's why they positioned him there, so that we kind of are going to run into him on our way out. Research Center. That's not really the terminal we want. If we want to make sure that we're getting all of our sciencey rewards. And we finished this mission. Hopefully we succeeded. Yes, we did. So we got some more gold loots. And 70% chance of success. Let's do it. 44% chance. It said 70. Oh, I just got moved down to them. So, gold material loot box. We got some titanium. We keep getting titanium. Titanium must be the lowest and most common of the gold ones. And we got some credits. Plus 2 titanium, plus 28 credits.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
You've told me that before. Is it actually true this time? Oh, I guess this is where he hangs out.
Jaal.
How Jaal doing?
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You
we
comfortable in
talked
here?
alone earlier.
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are... you are... aliens.
Fuck you, no bigots. Yep, so are you.
And you're alien to us. So there. We have something in common.
You're not the special snowflake you thought you
look
were.
at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
I was bored with
Perhaps
my
it
people.
had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's
Care to
probably it.
elaborate?
I do not.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those.
My accent's all
We're
over the
still
map.
very close.
Except that she's been kidnapped.
So, is that your rifle?
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
It is now. It's Ket. With my own modifications.
Mostly Ket augments that I
I
built.
like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
Tell me, can you
That's
spare a
skill
member of
I
your
know we
crew?
can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting.
To take apart your ship.
There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Yeah, whatever.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them.
Compared to what, Ket? That's the only other species you're familiar
I should get
with.
back to my work.
This'll be fun. Until next time. Should I give you zany responses to continue our zany relationship?
This was good. Let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Let's talk more later.
Maybe later. Remember now. Oh, we got a whole bunch more Codex shit to read. I'm just not feeling that right now. Yeah, we got to read all about the Angara at some point, I'm sure. I suppose there's probably another set of dialogue with him, because we've never done a follow-up conversation with him.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself.
What's your story, Jaal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Yes.
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
The Milky
That's
Way.
interesting. Thank you. That's enough. Until we've established a better trust with each other.
We're gonna be squad mates. Okay, whatever. The game is letting you get on with things rather than just getting into 8 hours of dialogue, JG. Embrace it. Don't fight it. Isn't this where What's-Her-Face normally hangs out? I guess they don't they're not as tied down to individual locations in this game as they were in, say, Mass Effect 2. They're following the Mass Effect 3 model. Not that much individual dialogue you control with people, but lots of they pop up in new rooms and are talking to each other so that they can script dialogue and not have to worry about your choices so much. Something that the original Mass Effect taught them was a pain in the ass to write. Like, we wrote all this awesome dialogue, and you only get to hear 10% of it. Who's the old man?
Strong, honorable survivors.
Survive.
Been a while since I encountered a new friendly species. Last time was the humans.
Oh yeah, you lived through first contact with them, didn't you?
If I recall, my exact words were, "They're bold for being so squishy. Do they know they're mostly water?"
Harsh. Don't let Ryder hear you.
Why, is he here? Ryder.
Hey, kid.
Okay, so he's got nothing to say about this new species.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Turn around, Krogan. Every time I look at you, I turn around.
I always have time for you.
Yeah, well, I don't.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
But I
You know
always
where to
have
find me.
time for whatever. Jesus. After action report, fire drill. Notes from the last fire drill. Liam's new evacuation plan cut 22 seconds off our best time. Drac, we need a solution for you vis-a-vis ladders. PB, you're dead because you were 2 minutes late to this evac point. Comments, I live in an escape pod, PB. It's zany, folks. Zany. Again, getting around the fact that the player can make all these different decisions by having the characters interact with each other and have personalities independent of what you do. Fair, but it does undermine the whole your decisions matter thing if you become kind of an observer. You're going to need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. Y'all ready for this? You can't just start going without explaining it, JG. Sam, you said I have a new email. You better not be lying. Okay, Remtech. To writer from Phoebe. Phoebe. I keep calling her Phoebe. Thanks to that remnant storage box with you is fault. All I need is one particular piece of Remtech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Vold. We have a chance we go find it? Sure. Order acknowledged. That would be her personal quest, probably. Communications with Jaal Amadarov. Manifest of items that I brought aboard your ship, the Tempest. Blankets and bedding in the event your unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient or uncomfortable. See, you don't need to explain that. Small number of personal projects. These are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will need to be replenished regularly. Armor, including my 2 Rofjin unknown alt cape suspenders. And equipment to repair them. Vials of salves, creams, and perfumes. I can provide your science officer with a list of ingredients if that is required. I've also brought my personal weapons, a cat rifle. I've been issued an Omnitool, which I am currently calibrating. I hope this list is compliant. Sure. Got a plan. Come by when you've got a minute. Got an idea I want to run by you. Might help everyone deal with the craziness around here. That's basically his movie night deal. So, we got a new mission for PB. Sam Nude probably has some shit.
Meeting with the Angara is truly historic.
Heard his death roll.
I'll say.
My only comparison is Alec Ryder's experience in the First Contact War, a time of uncertainty and cultural misunderstanding.
Yep.
We are arguably in a similar time, yet your encounter was peaceful. I can see what humanity has learned.
First Contact War was totally on the Turians. Fuck off.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
I blame the Turians. I'm racist against the fictional species, the Turians, at least when it comes to comparing them to the actual species that is humans. Alright. Oh, this is the wardrobe. I don't give a shit about the wardrobe. Was it Zerfall making fun of the short sleeves and the jackets? So I can wear long sleeves, short sleeves, jacket. Or hoodie. I guess I'll go with the jacket. But no, it's not implied at all that we're wearing a jacket over short sleeves. Like I have no idea what sleeves he's wearing because you see the shirts look exactly the same. Default tints, auto tint, custom tint. Yeah, whatever. Somewhere around here there's a thing where I can calibrate my weapon loadout, right? Thought there was. Maybe that's up on the ship. There's Drac. Hello, my name is Drac. We got to go back to the Nexus to set up movie night, but that might be Liam's personal quest. I kind of doubt it. Hey, people on the move. Mannequin 2 styles. Oh, they got caught out of position for their dialogue. They had to rush back before I noticed. That almost got ugly. Okay, Door, you are leading probably to the secret movie night cinematic or something.
Aya has so much biodiversity and the waterfalls.
Yeah, calm down,
Just
Susie.
like Sirkesh. We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such.
Turns out God
The
isn't
Tempest
real.
is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
Or someone. Dun, dun, dun. Did you take into account that we added a new crew member?
70 kilos is enough mass for another person.
Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
I don't have time to look for an intruder on my ship. Yes, I will.
All right. I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Is this your personal quest? If I was a female, would this be the quest that allows us to become fuck buddies? Where's my weapon loadout place? Yeah. I want to check and see just how big of a difference is this. We have power recharge speed minus 28%. Okay, so that's what the Black Widow, getting rid of this, we're carrying like almost no weight. So we have twice as fast a power recharge. Now that is not obviously going to be what I go with. But if I were to reduce that weight, boy, you're going to carry that weight. Let me find my. All right, so let's see what's going on, Holmes. This video's gone a little bit long. But what I will do is before we end it, I will try both approaches and see which one really works out best. So right now, we got the Black Widow, where we have 37 max ammo and minus 29% power recharge speed. If I were to go with weight reduction on sniper rifles, we will confirm that purchase. We end up with minus 20% power recharge speed. So we still have a power recharge issue, even though we've reduced the weight of the Black Widow down to 37. So that's... Come on. It went from like minus 30-something to minus 20. So better, but really... not really that exciting. I just manually saved, so we could quick jump back in. What was it? We went down to 20%. What was it? 34% reduction? And it's just our power recharge speed. It's not like health and shield regen as far as I can make out, because that would probably make a difference. No, it's 28 to 20, so it's 8%. It makes our penalty slightly better. It's only 28 instead of 20. It's 20 instead of 28. But hold on a second. What? No, damn it! Hit the wrong buttons. But we only have 37 max ammo. If we were to... Now bear in mind, a big part of this is that it is boosting our damage just to spend any points in the combat category. But what if we go with spare ammo, plus 15%? We have 37 shots. Spending those points, we're still only at 3% sniper rifle damage. It didn't push us up a whole percentage point. But with plus 15% ammo, instead of having 37 shots, we have 41. And we still have our 28% power recharge. So honestly, it's not that big of a deal either way. I think having a few extra shots with a sniper rifle is I'm gonna notice that a lot more than an 8% difference in our recharge speed penalties. Now, as we improve the Black Widow with time up to level 5, both the weight will come down a little bit more, and the ammo will probably go up a little bit more. So I'm going to stick with having a few extra shots, because I'm not really ever going to probably consciously notice when we go, if we're so close to being able to use our skill again, but we can't because the weight penalty. I doubt I'll ever be aware of that. But I may come to the point where I notice a difference in the number of shots. Regardless, shots. Regardless, we're going to move on. And when we come back, we're going to finish talking to people on the ship. And then I think we're going to head for... Well, we can head for the Nexus. We probably have a bunch of dialogue there now, actually. I want to get to EOS and do some missions. Matter of fact, before I call it a session, I definitely want to do at least one more mission on EOS, which I'm pretty sure will get us some Nexus points, because I want to get to the point where we can pick another... what do you call it? Use your words, JG. I want to be able to choose another Nexus perk. Maybe we'll work on that next time. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.